Cody Myers. This is about the point in the show where I like to mention that therapy is very expensive. Please tip the comics. There's QR codes. There's a bucket. We need to get these people some serious therapy. Have you ever heard 6 people leave so loudly as those fucking people were leaving? I'm glad they stayed for a little bit of comedy, but I was like, they got louder. A girl was singing, on the way out of the fucking thing. I was like trying to make shit up. All right, that's enough of me fucking around. Please welcome to the stage, all the way from Austin, host of the Lucky Duck Mic every Wednesday in Austin. Please welcome Alden Shaw.
Give it up for Jack Schutze, guys. That is very nice to put this on. Yeah, they were a little loud, but I just thought, you know what, we're outdoors. I guess it's probably fine, Don't worry about it. Yeah, Cody, it's pretty cool your dad gets you drugs there for Christmas. I would love it if my dad would simply return my calls. That would be a happy Christmas. Or Easter, or just, a Wednesday, any of those days. Would be great. Keeping the perspective, Anyways, I was going through some of my old things, and I found a bucket list I had written in my 20s. Looking through that, First item on there, it said, become a millionaire by 30. Yeah, well, I'm only 1,017,000 short. Also, I'm 38. So probably just going to cross that one off, It's fine. The next one on there, it said, do a woman twice your age. Again, I'm 38. It's probably illegal. I don't know. Cross that one off, Then it just said, be thin. And I was like, I think that ship has probably sailed, guys. Just cross it off, it's no big deal. And then at the bottom there, it just said, learn to speak fluent Japanese. And I was like, watashi wa chikan desu. You guys all know. It just means cross it off, guys. Cross it off. Yeah. Did see one Naruto fan in the parking lot there. Yeah. Actually, I did have a chance to go to Japan. It was pretty exciting. I was over there, and I meant to get on the bullet train to Tokyo, and I ended up getting on the super slow train to Kyoto. Happens all the time. Anyways, I gave my ticket to the ticket guy, and when he saw it, he just slapped me across the face. Whoa. And in that moment, I reached the state of Satori, like the Zen enlightenment, All the information, I knew it. Just everything, and I realized in that moment that I would not be getting a refund. Yeah. Japan's a crazy place, guys. Anyways, I was drinking out of a water bottle the other day, and I look on the back, and it says, made out of 100% recycled materials. I thought, oh, that's nice for the environment. What percentage of this bottle is made out of sex toys? Probably not 0% if I had to guess. Now, what percentage of this is made out of catheters? Is there anything about this bottle I might want to drink out of? And I'm like, I'm sure they rinsed it off. It's fine, guys. Well, you know what Ziploc bags are made out of? Yeah, you guessed it. Magnum condoms. Seems obvious, guys. Well, you know what sex toys are made out of? That's right, water bottles. It's like a big triangle, I guess. That's the symbol they're using these days. Well, I tell you, I took to Twitter. I heard that Elon Musk is going to make Twitter great again. I wanted to get in on that. And I got like 35 followers now, so that's enough to start a cult, going pretty good. And I typed a banger of a joke on there. I said, listen, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So when I caught my girlfriend sleeping with my best friend, I knew I had to go out and sleep with her worst enemy. Yeah, my stepmom. People on Twitter hate that joke, especially my stepmom, I'm like, what's the deal? That's a good joke, And they're like, thing is, they're not looking for Alden Shop funny joke time, They're looking for stepmom pornography. My tweet's getting in the way, What can you do? I'm still figuring it out, I wrote a great joke about baseball, and I said, the reason they call it home plate is because the word rubber pentagon was actually an 1800 sex position. And this guy got on there, he's like, no, that's not true. I'm just like, I'm gonna show this guy. So anyways, I got on Urban Dictionary. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that site. I created a new sex position, okay? It's called the rubber pentagon. I defined it as an 1800 sex position, okay? And then I posted it under my own tweet. So, deep fake news, guys. Got him, There's no rebuttal for that, guys. Well, anyways, I'm really proud. I got to say, I recently lost 75 pounds, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, not true. I've been looking like this for a while, guys. I've been working on it, though, you know. I got a trainer, you know. I got the meals coming in from HelloFresh. And I've already lost $700, so it's going pretty good. No, but I thought I'd try the keto diet. That's very popular right now. And I didn't realize I was doing a different version of that for years. Yeah, it was keep eating till obesity. But anyways, again, I didn't know what healthy eating looked like. What you gotta do is, you know, you get a pan, you put that on the stove, okay? Then you put like an entire stick of butter in there. Okay, then you put like some heavy cream, you know, then like some olive oil, throw that in there. And then maybe some bacon grease, if you have bacon grease, okay? And then as much cheese as the pan will accommodate, okay, do that. And then just like a little bit of meat. And then you eat that and you lose weight. It's baffling. I don't really understand it. I guess the thing is now my intestines are lined with like cream and butter and oil, and so it's like a slip and slide, okay? Meat goes in the top, it does not stop, I guess is what I'm saying. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you is if you're doing keto, you can't fart. My anus is very binary right now from the keto. Yeah, you gotta be very careful on that. But again, you can't just do the diet, I learned that, you know, you gotta do the exercise. So I started doing a kettlebell workout. Now I look like a kettlebell, but I'm doing the thing, you know, just like that. It's going pretty good, you know. So I thought, well, I'm gonna text my girlfriend, you know, I said, oh, I'm doing a kettlebell workout. Felt good to get a little, and I was gonna type in the word exercise, but the phone corrected it to Little Caesars. Doesn't the phone know I'm doing keto? Knows everything else, you know. Well, I do think the phone's against me though, because seriously, I've been getting these targeted ads on Instagram for BioLife plasma donation. How do they know I don't have any money? Talk with my girlfriend, you know? And again, they described the position as a side hustle. So me, I'm dripping my precious body fluid into a bucket. I'm grinding. I don't really get it. Well, the thing is, they should know I can't donate plasma. The doctor said my blood's too syrupy. It's like tapping a maple tree, guys. You know, just can't do it. Anyways, I shouldn't dwell on it, guys. But yeah, I gotta tell you, I've been having some trouble. My mailbox has been broken for like 5 months, you know. And you wouldn't think that's a big deal, but I gotta send some letters to the IRS. Things they've been, I haven't been getting my mail, basically. So I went over to the property manager and I started talking to him. Thing is, he's been high since I moved in. Like, I must have asked him about 420 times again. Guy's super busy, you know. So I had to take it up a level of administration to the property management company. You know. And the first thing lady told me was, don't raise your voice at me. I'm like, I didn't. I said it just like this. Fix my fucking mailbox. So that's probably not getting done anytime soon, you know? But my uncle, he's a lawyer. He said, listen, send them a letter. And they've got 30 days to respond. I don't know the status of all that. Again, my mailbox is broken, so I assume not fixed. You know? I shouldn't dwell on it, guys, you know. It's silly, I mean. Any of you guys do the 23andMe test? Yeah, I did. It was pretty good. I found out I was related to my mom. Yeah, and my dad. It was crazy. I was hoping I was related to the mailman so he could fix my mailbox. But yeah, it's no good, guys. One, two, you know, I shouldn't dwell on it, guys, but you know, my credit score has gone way up, way up. I hate to brag about it. I mean, it's like 767 or something, quite high, you know. For a comedian, that's like being a unicorn, honestly. And I was like, oh yeah, so I got approved for one of these zero-interest credit cards. You guys know about that? Well, you'll get there someday, you know, if you really pay your bills on time. I'm telling you, it's great. So I get one. So anyways, I applied for the card, got accepted. Thing is, they have to mail it out to you. And my mailbox is broken, so I can't take advantage of my fantastic credit. What can you do, guys? Anyways, before I was in comedy, I used to be in sales. And I used to sell the easiest thing on the entire planet. Do you guys have any ideas? I'll take some guesses. What do you think that might be? Easiest thing to sell. What do you think? Drugs, sure. I don't know if that's like a job, maybe like in the informal economy, sure. You know, no, this is like a formal, super easy. Any other guesses? Drugs have already been guessed. What do you guys think? Pharmaceuticals, the white collar drugs, sure. Again, I don't know if they really need salespeople for that. You just like, oh, I'll have some fucking Xanax or whatever. They're like, here you go. Yeah, I don't think there's much to it. But honestly, it was way easier than that even, guys. I was selling handguns at a pawn shop in Texas. Super easy, let me tell you. And I was the top salesman because I have a beard. Okay. But yeah, let me walk you through. It's very simple. Here's what happens. Imagine a gentleman walks into the pawn shop and you just go, "How many guns will it be today, brother?" That's it. He'll just give you a number. 1. Like, okay, cool. How will you be paying today, sir? Untraceable gold bullion? He's like, "No." And then he pulls out his gun. "I'd like to buy my gun with a gun." Fantastic. It's a pawn shop, you know. Gun, type that in, you know. I'm like, "Oh, I see somebody scraped off the serial numbers. Good, that'll save time." Gun. Like, "Oh, hey, you want me to wrap this up in the U.S. Constitution for you?" It's like, "Nah, I'm gonna wear it out. You know. Have a lovely day." That's it. And for that, I was paid a commission of 1 gun. Yeah, so now I've got a gun. Yeah, that's pretty good. There's actually no money that goes into the pawn shop. It's just guns. They're just kind of going in, they're going out. You know. It's pretty easy. Pretty fun job, actually. Well, now what I do for my living is I host trivia games. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I am the CEO of Unknown Trivia, so I'm very popular in like 2 bars. Yeah, but anyways, I get to write my own questions, and you'd think that'd be super easy because of the internet, right? It's actually very, very difficult because online, nobody can reach a consensus about anything, so it's challenging. And you do have to reach a consensus, because I spent an hour trying to figure out, is it okay to put metal in the microwave? Seems obvious, right? Not on the internet, you know? People are like, "Don't ever do that, you know, that'll start a fire." Somebody's like, "Maybe." "How thick's the tin foil, you know?" I'm like, that isn't right, you know? And you do have to reach a consensus, again, because if you don't, what it is people will pull out their phones, which is illegal at trivia. Honestly, I'd rather have them pull out their guns. And they'll show you, and they'll be like, "Well, this guy says this," and I'll look at it and I'll be like, "You wrote that. Doesn't mean anything, you know?" Oh, it's silly, guys. I spent an hour trying to figure out whether or not dolphins have nipples or not. What do you guys think? They are mammals, you know. What do you guess? No? Yeah, I'm hearing a yes, I'm hearing a no. Perfect true or false question, guys. Turns out they do not. Well, how does that work? You know, that's so good. What it is the mommy dolphin has little slits on her belly that open up, okay? And then the little baby will get in there and just, you know, get up the dolphin milk, which I'm sure is delicious. Horrible trivia question. People will be like, "It has the function of a nipple," and I'll be like, "Well, what are you, a botanist? Come on." So, again, you do have to reach consensus. Like, well, I found out that bees do not have knees. Pretty much everybody knew that one. Well, I had one about whether or not raccoons have thumbs or not. Okay, let me tell you what. I'm going to say this in advance. They do not. Okay, they have 5 fingers. Imagine a pinky, like on this side, you know. And somebody's arguing with me about it. What they did is they brought up their phone, which again is illegal at trivia, and they showed me a picture of Rocket from the Guardians of the Galaxy. And he's like firing off this laser gun. He's like, see, he's got a thumb there. And I'm just like, that's a fictional raccoon-human hybrid. It doesn't mean anything, you know. So I had to show him my gun. It's the only way to really get that resolved, guys. Well, I spent a lot of time reading about Charles Darwin for trivia. You guys know about Charles Darwin, creator of the theory of evolution, yeah. You know, he sailed all around the world, came up with the theory of evolution, you know, only guy who knows about it. Then he sails back to England. First thing he does, marries his first cousin. Yeah, and he's literally the only guy who knew that was probably a bad idea. Yeah, they had 10 kids. You guys know that? Yeah, he should have invented the theory of pulling out. Again, he couldn't, because his cousin was so hot. Yeah. 7 of those kids had birth defects. Again, he knew that was going to happen. Couldn't stop himself. Why? She was so hot. I'm telling you what. I seen pictures of her. She's all right. She's like an Austin 6, guys. I'll tell you this. She'd be a 10 if she was my cousin. All right. One more for you guys. I'll tell you what. I alluded to earlier that I'm doing the keto diet. You know, a big part of the keto diet is you got to eat a lot of butter. Okay. So every week I go to H-E-B, get 4 sticks of the salted butter from the hill country. It's like $3.29. Pretty good deal, you know. Well, anyways, we've been having these storms, so there was a shortage. And all they had left was the unsalted butter. And I was like, I don't know about that. I never had that before. And I was like, and I got thinking about it. I was like, actually, there's no salt in it. So it's a better deal. I'm getting more butter. I got salt at home, this is great. So anyways, buy up the unsalted butter. I cooked it up with my lentils, and turns out it's pretty good. I'm an unsalted butter man. I just had no idea, So this week I knew what to get, 4 sticks of the unsalted butter from the Hill Country, still $3.29, still an even better deal. So I go in there, and this week, guess what? They don't have it. All they got's the salted butter. And I hate that now. Oh, so I'm like, hey, bring out the manager, And we got to discussing it, and it got pretty heated. And I almost assaulted him. All right, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you very much. I've been Alden Shaw. Bring up your host, Jack Schutze.
Give it up one more time for Alden Shaw. All right, y'all made it to our headline. You guys are sticking in there. Let's get that energy up. He's been featured on Comedy Central and the world's biggest streaming podcast, Kill Tony. Please tip your comics. There's QR codes. There's a bucket by there. Please.